you know, I thought I'd go this month without reviewing anything bad, no horrible products, no products that would lose an eye, no cheap anything. I was sorely mistaken when I found this in my room. This, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, this is the Payforce PSI face protection with mesh eye protection. Now, you may be looking at this thing and asking the question, why do I say this is bad for you? Well, number one, it's $12, $6 right now on sale on e-bike. Number two, we have always stated this in the sport. Doesn't matter if it's paintball, Nerf, gel ball, whatever. Eye protection is important. So mesh is not the best option for you. Now, I'm not going to say this isn't a bad cosplay or a costume piece. In fact, it is a great costume piece. It is a great cosplay piece. But as actual eye protection, not so much. Mesh is not great eye protection. Mesh as face, perfectly fine. Eye protection, not so much. And I already have doubts of whether or not this is actually going to survive the test. Because it is thin plastic, polymer, and thin, somewhat thick mesh. The other thing is the mask is definitely not designed for comfort because it only has one nice little fabric right there for your nose. And the comfort factor is not that great, as I shall demonstrate right now. So, putting the mask on. It wants to ride up, and sadly my peripheral vision is cut off. That's a downside for a protective mask because you want at least a full 180 degree visual range. So what I'm going to do to test and see if this mask is actually viable is set it down against something and just shoot the ever-loving life out of it. And the gun we have for that is a lovely M16. Not just any M16. The ENC XM1. The XM1 shoots at a lovely 400-something FPS, high joule, and, well, with .25s we should be able to get the velocity we need to penetrate something to a degree. But I only have a 190 round high cap, and if those 190 rounds do not penetrate the mask, then, you know, it's one of those things. But we're going to look at the BBs after that have hit the mesh. Now, I will be shooting at this from an engagement distance that you would get in the woods of about 15 or so feet. I'm not shooting anything within 10 feet because I engage in woodland play, not really a lot of urban. And most engagement distances for me are between 15 to 30 or so feet. So we're going to do about 20 feet distance. We're going to unload the ever-loving hell out of it, and we are just going to go from there. By the way, if you want actual proper eye protection, pinned comment down below to a set of eyewear that I will be reviewing and I have had a lovely experience with. So let's go ahead and get this hooked up, get it loaded up, and we shall unload on this mask, shall we? Alright, I'm about 20 feet away with the camera zoomed in on the mask. Got an 11.1 LiPo on it, so let's go ahead and just try some auto shots. Alright, we'll do some full auto next. Now, of course, I'm a little surprised at the fact of the mask actually held up to that barrage. Well, not really held up as per se, but if you actually look at it, you can see the dents in the plastic itself. You can see the dents in the metal itself. Right there as well. I don't know if you can see the deformation, but the metal has deformed. And that's just from 20 feet full auto. Not to mention, I actually looked at the BBs, and a lot of them did break and did actually go through. So, yeah, that's definitely not fun. There's also a nice big crack here and here. Yeah. But you know everyone's going to say, what about point-blank range? Well, what the hell? Why not? I'm going to put this on the ground. I'm going to put the barrel a little bit close to it, and then we're just going to fire a couple semi-auto shots on it. Gonna try and get direct on it. In the plastic now. Okay, I got a couple more left. Suffice to say, the metal really did dent, and I believe it almost broke. So, actually, no, it did break. It did break. Good lord. So, yeah, in terms of face protection, no, not really. Don't even go for this. Do not ever let anyone tell you that mesh masks are great for face protection. Don't let anyone ever tell you that, because in reality, that's a bold-faced fucking lie. Now, in terms of cosplay, yeah, cosplay, it's great. It works great for either cyberpunk or sci-fi, whatever kind of cosplay you're going with. That works fine for cosplay and costumes, but as actual face protection? No, not really. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want actual proper eye protection, not these. These are actually really nice sunglasses that I actually really love. No. Actual eye protection, there is a link to a pinned comment down below to the actual safety wear I wear that was actually recommended to me by a firearms instructor and a guy who does Milsim West a lot. Huge shout out to him. And aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, there's a lot better eye protection and face protection out there in the world that you can actually go for. And, yeah. And just with those 190 rounds of .2s and .25s, because it was a mixed magazine, you saw the damage it did. Heavier BBs would have probably gone through there, but I don't got heavier BBs, which if you want to help out with that, check out the links down below. More at the end, of course. But, like I said, if you want actual good eye protection, link down below as well. As for the P-Force mask here that you see on e-Vike, or you get in your box of, awesomeness or anything of that nature from e-Vike, don't use it. Do not use it. Your eyes are your most important things. You cannot replace these. You can replace teeth. You can replace limbs with prosthetic limbs, or if, something happens, you can get them regrown. You cannot replace your eyeballs. These are important. Okay? Okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL. I wish you guys a very safe and happy Halloween coming up. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to help support the channel, consider checking out the links down below. And as always, if you want to help support the channel directly, or if you want to help out with, of course, what we do here on the channel, please consider donating to the PayPal or Cash App down below. And as always, folks, I've been AirsoftAL, and I shall see you all next month in the next AirsoftAL Reviews when we take a look at a G36 gel ball blaster, or maybe another set of eyewear. Who knows? Till next time.